Dad'll get you a couple of biscuits and you can sit down and eat your biscuits, yeah? Are you going to be Dad and have a coffee? Yeah? You're going to tell them all the things that happened this week. Do you remember? Do you remember stealing the bread? Yeah? Do you? Yeah, I think I remember that one. Oh. Go on, Dad'll get you 2 biscuits and you can sit down there.
It's just a bit dark now with the sun's...
It's just going to keep coming in now.
I don't know what's happened though, because it was perfect.
Yeah?
Okay.
Dad will definitely get you 2 biscuits. He will. That'd be nice. You can sit on the floor and eat your 2 biscuits. Yeah? Come on then, let's go get them. Stop fiddling with the light, Dad. Go get my biscuits. Are we ready?
I think so. We're having our chocolate now or afterwards? Talking of chocolate, just wanted to say thanks very much to Lewis.
Yes. Nice to meet you yesterday.
Nice to meet you, Lewis, yeah?
Yeah.
And thanks very much for the chocolate and souvenirs. Very, very nice of you. Thank you very much.
Very kind.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So
hello and welcome to the PiPsCast.
Yeah.
Just our chat with you, sort of our reflection on the week that's been. Max is a bit confused because we got some chocolate off Lewis and best get it done and gone.
Well, we can't eat it now.
Okay.
We're on video. Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave mine until you're chatting. So, thanks very much. Yeah, welcome to our brand new PiPsCast, as Elaine said. So, our PiPsCast, for you new people out there, is basically just our chat with you. We don't do any editing. It's really just us sitting here having a chat, isn't it, really? I might pop the odd photograph in now and again, but generally, Max, he's nearly knocking the camera over. It's just us having a chat with you. So yeah, and we'll tell you a little bit about our week. So, Where are we? So what's the week been? Well, the week's been weather, hasn't it? Again, it's always British people, eh? Talking about the weather.
Dark days and rain.
Yeah,
That's about all we can report, really. Although today is looking bright at the moment, as you can see.
Yeah.
But that's literally in the last 5-10 minutes.
It is, yeah.
So Darren's been faffing around trying to get the light levels on the camera with the sun going in and out and in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, still raining, which is good in one respect because, you know, all the reservoirs and the land and everything is getting all rehydrated. Our pond is full. All of our IBCs plus the donor is all full.
Yeah.
Haven't checked down the well yet. Have you checked the well?
I checked it a couple of days ago and there was nothing. Nothing in there at all.
Although it was dripping, you said.
It was dripping, yeah, water was coming in. Yeah, water was coming in, but there wasn't anything in. Yeah, so we've got about 4,000 litres plus a full pond at the moment, which is really nice, isn't it? Ginger, yeah. It's a bit hot on the tongue. Yeah. So yeah, we've been just trying to organise our power supplies, haven't we?
Yes, because we're struggling a bit with, well, up until today we were fine.
I think it's just mentally that we're struggling because I still think we've got enough power supplies
for what we need
anyway. But a couple of days ago, our little orange bluetti, which we've had for about 4 years, in all honesty, we have had it a long time. So it's a little orange bluetti that you've probably seen. That doesn't work anymore.
Just gave up the ghost.
It kind of just started doing strange things. So I've been pressing the on button for quite a long time trying to get that to work, but that's not working. And then this morning we woke up to our EcoFlow. Doing something very similar, and being a bit odd. So I've sent an email to EcoFlow and hopefully they'll get back and say, it's the reset button hidden in the top left-hand corner or something. Just hold that for 20 seconds. Because I can't find it, and I've tried on the internet to try and find the answer. Apparently I had to log into the app, which I've never really used the app on it, to be honest with you, so I had to download the app. But once I got the app downloaded, it still didn't really help, didn't really give me any advice on resetting the system. So it looks like we might at the moment potentially have 2 power stations which are now no longer working. However, we have still got 2 power stations. What have we got? Yeah, we've got 2.
Yes, we've got 2.
Yeah, we've still got 2 power stations, and we've got batteries as well. So it's okay. As I said, I think it's just mentally that I'm a little bit stressed for power. We've lost
2 in 1 week. That's got to be drastic to us, but
it's not really. It's going to be okay. We really the biggest power drain we have is the laptop. In all honesty, isn't it? Really? I mean the fridge, but that's not really a power drain. That's on a different system, really. But the biggest power drain that we have for our power stations, you just pop up the EcoFlow, just so people can.
And don't you'll knock everything over.
Oh, okay. Just so that people can.
Heavy.
Yeah. So this is the EcoFlow, which has gone this morning. Just so that people know what kind of thing we're talking about, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love them. I love these little power stations because you can just take them everywhere. We've been taking them outside to do sanding and sowing. We take them down the land. We take them on days out, just in case, everything. They're just so flexible in their use.
And easy to set up. You literally just plug a solar panel into them. You haven't got to worry about charge controllers and all of those types of, accessories. You literally just get a solar panel, plug it into one of those boxes, and you've got power. It's brilliant, isn't it, really? I love them for a system. Sort of in like a van system, they're perfect. Honestly, I think they are anyway. For what you need them for. So we're hoping that EcoFlow will get back to us and say, right, this is a problem, just press this button and it'll all be fixed. But other than that, it's really not too stressful, is it, really? Because as you said, we've still got loads of power.
Yeah.
I suppose it's one of the I was just thinking it's one of the difficulties when you're not on grid. You do rely on. When you're on grid, I suppose it's a reliable system. Generally, isn't it?
Generally, yes. Yes. There has been a couple of power cuts in the village, but nothing really to.
That's the kind of thing I was thinking about. Yeah, but really, what we're doing here is we're relying on the sun. So we're down to 2 power stations and not a lot of sun. So a little bit stress. No, it's not really. It's okay. It's good. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's very sunny at the moment, but the weather forecast
for
the next week is what it's been for the last 2-3 weeks. There's going to be rain and cloud every day at some point, but equally there's going to be sunny intervals like this, and it really doesn't take long for them to get a good boost up on the power stations.
Not really. No, not really.
Yeah. You just have to be organised, don't you?
I think it's organised, like yesterday, for example, when the sun came out, I ran outside with the power, because we have a couple of, foldable solar panels. Portable solar panels, that's right, yeah. So as soon as the sun came out, I ran out with a portable solar panel, put it on the car roof and plugged it into a very portable power station just to try and get any bit, just being organised.
For an hour's worth of sunshine.
Can't really put it out there, just for an hour's worth of sunshine, exactly. Can't really put it out there all the time, because what will happen is the rain will come down, and it's not really designed for being in the rain for very long. I'm sure it's shower proof, but that's about it, really.
Yeah.
It's not going to be waterproof or anything, so we have to kind of keep an eye out for the rain like half an hour later. But it is, it's just being organised, isn't it? And just try to say, right, sun's out, get everything plugged into the solar, really. That's kind of the way we try to do it.
Yeah. And then remembering each morning, because all our lights are rechargeable, to plug those in, because obviously we use them morning and evening. So get up in the morning, plug the lights in so that they're ready for the evening and the rest of the day, and then anything else. Really, we've only got like phones and little. Your laptop's the main.
That's the main drain when you're editing.
When you're editing and when you're getting it ready to send it up to the internet.
The rendering of it. Sorry, I just got a nut.
The other thing with the rain, obviously, is the humidity. So we go from really low humidity in the summer when it's baking 40 degrees to very high humidity when it's raining every day, just like anywhere else where you have fluctuations in temperature. So then it's really difficult to get things dry, and it's more about being organised again. So in the summer, you wear t-shirts and shorts and, little things like that. Really easy to wash out by hand, hang up, dry in an hour, put away. Sorted. In the winter, you've got your jeans on, you've got your thick...
It's like heavy clothes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which take
you've
a while
got
to dry.
double layers of double long sleeves now.
Yeah, it takes a long time to dry.
Yeah, so things take a long time to dry, or they don't dry in the humidity. So then you have to organise yourself to perhaps make a trip to the laundrette to do a big wash, and then tumble dry it, and then come back. That's always amazing that it's still really lovely and warm, hours later when...
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It holds the warmth in when you tumble dry your clothes. Yeah. It's a nice day out, isn't it? It's a nice day out to the laundrette.
It's a positive end to a day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I think the thing that for me is a little bit difficult, I suppose, in that respect, in weather-wise, we love to talk about it, don't we? The difficulty is, I suppose, but it affects everything we do, the weather. That's why we talk about it, because it honestly does. It does affect most things that we do. And I think that's the reason why, for me, it's the quick change of the weather. We had sun, 2 weeks ago? Less than 2 weeks ago. It was...
No, more than. It's been raining for a long time.
Has it really been raining for a long time? Oh, well, that scuppered my story. Okay.
Sorry.
So, okay then, there we go. So moving on.
Yeah. No, but I know what you're saying. In August and September, we were still in summer and it was still really warm, and we were wondering when it was going to start to cool down.
Okay.
Are we going to come into autumn? Is it going to cool down gradually like it did last year when we first arrived? But this year, it's just sort of somebody flicked the switch.
Yeah, it was like a switch. Yeah, it's very quick. It's a quick change, isn't it? It doesn't go 30 degrees, 29 degrees over a few days, 28 degrees over a few days. It doesn't give you a little bit of a, testing the waters. It's just really warm. There's lots of rain for you, isn't it? Yeah, and that's the thing that I find a little bit difficult. I thought we'd get a bit of a...
transition.
Bit of a nice transition.
Yeah. We did last year. So I was saying
you were saying that the other day, weren't you?
Because this time last year we were doing the work on the land, and the digger was there digging the pond and clearing all of the brush. So there was lots of outside work being done, and it wasn't too hot. It was dry. It was, there was that transition. But this year not. Yeah. But years are always different.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But sorry, we do go on about the weather.
Well, should we talk about the post instead then?
Yeah, why not? That's our only other thing that we haven't captured on video this week. We've done lots of work.
We should have captured it on video, actually.
Well, yes, if only you could have gone into the post office with a camera. Yeah.
It was funny.
Anyway, we were talking a week or two ago about when we had received a parcel, but we couldn't get it because it had to clear customs. So it was a gift to us. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know how much it was worth. We didn't know anything about it.
Even though the post office did.
because they had it. The label on the parcel said exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So
they knew, we didn't.
Yeah.
But they still asked us what it was.
Yeah. But this week, we had it in reverse. We were sending a parcel.
Yeah.
So we had the CDs from Jean Mann when she did her concert, and we put the names in the hat and that kind of thing. Winnie got in touch with us, so I packaged them all up, put all the details on. You popped into the local post office.
Yeah, the local post office weren't able to do it because it's going to...
Canada.
Yeah, it's going to Canada. I was going to say there's two countries that we have to do declarations for. They told me if it's going to the USA or Canada, then it becomes a little bit more of a process. That's what they said, but anyway.
So we have to do the customs declaration for it to exit and be accepted at the other end, we're hoping.
Yeah, that's right.
So you popped in, saw his lovely ladies. They were like, oh no, You need a form, Darren.
Yeah, you need a form.
You have to go into Castelo Branco.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, okay. We were going into Castello anyway, weren't we?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much of a stress. So we went in, we found the big main post office, which is like a clearing depot with a little post office on the side.
I knew it was there. People had mentioned it before.
We just literally hadn't seen it.
No, we'd driven past it once or twice maybe, but it's right next to Bricomarche.
Yeah, so it's in between Bricomarche and Jaume, which is like a homeware store.
Yeah.
And Bricomarche is like a hardware, gardening and Intermarché kind of thing. Yeah. And it was pop right in the middle there. We'd never ever noticed it before. So in you went.
In I went, yeah. So I went in with my parcel, with my CDs, and the gentleman started, as I walked in, the gentleman behind the counter, I was the only one in the post office at this time.
Yeah.
But the gentleman...
Yeah, no other customers.
But the gentleman behind the counter was pointing and saying in Portuguese, and I understand that we're in Portugal, I don't expect him to speak English, I honestly don't, but a few points here and there is helpful. So he was pointing at the machine, but I thought he was pointing at 3 boxes where you put your post in. So he was pointing over there, telling me to put this CD in one of these boxes, and I said, well, I haven't paid for anything on this parcel yet. So I was a little bit confused, but what he actually meant I needed to do was he was also pointing at a machine, a ticket machine, so that I can...
Just small.
Yeah, it was kind of like this little box.
Take a ticket.
Take a ticket. Yeah. Once I understood that he was telling me to take a ticket, I went and pressed the ticket. And I got ticket number 18 come out, and I stood there all by myself, waiting for the same gentleman that had told me to get a ticket to serve me. And I said, so who do I go to with my ticket? And he said, come to me. I was like, right. So I thought, okay. So it was just like really important that I needed this ticket. Anyway, so I got to him. And then he was it's a little bit, I think he then by that point knew that I was English. So he got
Strike one.
Strike one. So it got a little bit huffy then. And when I told him that we were sending stuff to Canada, I think it got a little bit more huffy.
Strike two.
Yeah, because then he's quite a lot of work involved on the computer. So he said, he was very reluctant to try and converse with me, which was fine. I understand it. I'm English, he's Portuguese. Yeah. But there's other gentlemen by this point had turned up, another counter assistant, another person working in the post office. So this gentleman who was serving me was relaying the information to this gentleman here, and he was talking to me in English, saying this is what you would need to do, because it's America or Canada, you have to do this form, explaining things to me. So translating from the first gentleman who was serving me.
In a three-way
conversation. Yeah. We got the work done. We got everything done, filled out all the paperwork. Very reluctant and still a little bit huffy, he was.
And then the third gentleman who had been doing the translations disappeared.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he went off.
He?
Yeah, he disappeared. So then it was just me and this first original gentleman, back again. And all the work, and he did all the computer work. He asked me for the money, and we just to get it posted and all of those things. Yeah. And then continued to talk to me in English, and very good English, far better English than my Portuguese. So it was a very odd situation. Yeah. So we had a person who could speak English asking another person to speak English to speak to me in English. Yeah. It became quite a big process, didn't it? Mm-hmm. But at the end of it, when all the work was done, and once he's done all of his computer stuff and everything like that, he was very chatty.
He was very personable.
He was very personable, very chatty, and in English. Yeah, and I thought, oh my goodness. So it was a little bit of what we would say in the UK. What would we call that? Jobs worth.
Jobs worth, yeah. And you get them everywhere, not just here.
No,
you get millions of them in the UK. We've experienced it many times.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah.
In many countries. So when it's the job, it's like,
Yeah, I've got a sense.
But on a human level, nice.
He was a nice chatty fella actually in the end, in English. Yeah. So I don't know what the translation thing was all about. And I don't know why when I walked in he asked me to get a ticket. Obviously he needs that for his proof of work that he's done, I would assume.
Oh yes, but then what you were saying was, as Darren's transaction was coming to an end, a lady came in with her parcels.
Yeah, and she stood behind me.
Stood behind in the queue, as you do. You know, English people love to queue. Don't know whether the other lady was...
No, she might not have been
English.
English.
Probably Portuguese.
Maybe.
But she hadn't picked a ticket.
No, because nothing tells you to pick a ticket.
Yeah.
There's nothing there that says go get a ticket, apart from the little ticket machine.
And then 2 gentlemen came in.
Behind her.
Yeah, and they knew the system, and they picked a ticket. They got number 19.
Oh dear.
So you were like dashing to get out, weren't you? I don't want to be in there.
I don't want to be involved with this kerfuffle when this lady who's been waiting there behind me for like 5 minutes then gets... Yeah, these people...
Gazumped by number 19.
By number 19, because you didn't... Oh, my Lord. So that was very important. So I suppose the moral of that story is if ever you go into anywhere... Look for the machine. Look for the machine. Yeah. Yeah. Get the ticket. Otherwise you could be standing in the post office or wherever it might be for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get a ticket. But it worked out fine in the end. And as I said, he was a lovely fella at the end of it. You know, it was smiley, bon dia, and lovely. Have a lovely day. So, yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, very nice. It was another experience, which is interesting, Yeah,
made us laugh.
It made us laugh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You know, we just take it in our stride, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the CDs have been posted out. Just to let you know, they're on their way.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have an equal kerfuffle at the end of the process.
Well, that's it. It was all done. It was all done by the gentleman in the post office that clearly knew what he was doing. So everything should be straightforward. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, what we're going to do today? We're getting on the stuff today, aren't we? We're doing So we've got quite a lot done this week. So look forward to the video on Saturday. Yeah. Also, please give this video a like. If you like this video, please give it a like.
And like the one on Saturday as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because it really does help our channel grow. And we have noticed that there's a few extra people popped in. So hi, everybody, all you new guys. Welcome to our channel. It's really nice to have you there.
Max is just coming in for a bit of a snuggle.
Yeah. And so, nice to see you guys. Give us a like. Yeah, it really does help. So we're going to get on with some bits and bobs today. We're working on the smallest room in the house. Don't give too much away. Mm-hmm.
It's lots of small jobs.
Kind of. Yeah, that's just the wind blowing the door.
Oh, the door. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. There's those big gusts of wind back again today as well. Yeah. Right, let's finish off and say thank you very much for spending some time with us. Mm-hmm. We hope you have a good week, or the rest of the week, and a good weekend. We will see you on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Take care.
Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Was that all right?
Yep.
Did I talk about it well?
It was lovely. It was a good story.
Okay. Remember chocolate now.
Mm. Never seen you be so... I can't think of the word. What's the word where you wait and wait and wait? Patient.
What's the word?
Not really the right word I was looking for. But
Restrained.
Restrained. Yes.